Welcome to 6 Feet Apart Math with the Murrays.
This will be the first in a series of math videos.
Today, adding unlike fractions.
Yeah!
If you're looking for an example of a like fraction, this would be an example of a like fraction, where the bottom number is exactly the same.
And this is an example of unlike fractions.
We're different, because I'm smarter.
Okay, so for a quick recap on how to add like fractions, we are going to add 2/5 plus 1/5. This is what we want to see when adding fractions. You want the denominators to be the same to get your answer. And we already have that here. So what we're gonna do is carry over the 5, easy. And then we just have to add the numerators. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we have 3/5 as our answer.
And if you need a quick brain break, don't forget to go outside and get some fresh air. Right, girls? Here's an example of fractions that are not similar. We have a 3 here at the bottom of this, so this is 2/3, and we have a 6 at the bottom of this for 2/6. Now, it would be nice if we could just add this across and get an answer, but that's not how it works. So, the first thing we have to do is look at these green numbers here. These are our denominators. We need to change them so that they're the same. So, in order to do that, we need to find the lowest common denominator. If you have trouble with this at home, you can look up a multiplication chart and it'll help you find the lowest common denominator between 3 and 6. Now in this case, for the example, I'll let you know that the lowest common denominator is 6, which means we can leave this entire fraction the same. We don't have to make any changes. However, we do need to change over here. So in order to make this a 6, we will use multiplication, and we would have to multiply this by 2. Now, if we do 3 times 2, that becomes the answer we need, which is 6. So, we made a change down here. We also need to make a change at the numerator spot. Whatever you do to the bottom number, the denominator, you have to do to the top number. Therefore, we multiplied the 3 by 2. We need to multiply this by 2 as well. And 2 times 2 equals 4. So our new numbers are 4/6. Now that we have the same denominator, we can do the math. We bring the 6 over, and we add 4 plus 2, which also gives us 6. So the correct answer is 6/6, or if we simplify that, it is 1 whole.
Unlike in our first example, in this one, we're going to have to change both fractions. So we have to have a common denominator between these two. 2 does not go into 5 evenly. So what we're gonna do is multiply 5 and 2. So for this one, we're going to do 2 times 5, and we'll have to do the same up here, times 5, which makes 5 times 2 is 10, and 1 times 5 is 5. So that would be 5/10. I'll write that here, 5/10. And then over here, we'll have to multiply that by 2, times 2, and this one times 2, which equals 2 times 1 is 2, and 5 times 2 is 10. So that would be 2/10. So we can even go down here. I'll just use purple. 5/10 plus 2/10 equals, we're going to carry over the common denominator and add these two, 5, 6, 7. So that would be 7/10.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of 6 Feet Apart Math with the Murrays. We hope that you learned something about adding unlike fractions.
Join us next time to learn about order of operations.
We hope that you and your families are staying safe.
We can't wait to be back in the classroom again.
Bye, everybody.